Hello students, so in this video we will discuss this question. We have to differentiate sin x to the power x plus sin inverse root x with respect to x. Okay, so ultimately we have to differentiate this function. A function is given, correct? So I will write here, we have to find derivative with respect to x of function sin x to the power x plus sin x to the power x plus sin inverse of root x. Obviously this will come in long question. Okay, so solution will be little bit lengthy. Okay, so we have to do carefully because this will come in 4 marks or 5 marks. Okay, so now we'll see. So we'll not do directly. First we can separate this, like using the algebra of derivative we can find the derivative of first term. First term means sin x to the power x. First we will find the derivative of this plus derivative of, we can do using the algebra of derivative, correct? Now what we'll do, first we'll find the derivative of this term and then we'll find the derivative of this term and then at last we will add. Okay, so first we will find the derivative of this. So I'm using the next page, derivative of sin x to the power x. Okay, so obviously this is power. Okay, so what I will do, I will assume this as y. Okay, I'm taking, let sin x to the power x as y. I hope you solve this type of question taking log. Okay, so we'll take log, taking log both side, taking log both side. So if I will take log both side, then left side will be log of sin x to the power x, and using this formula a to the power m will be m log a. So I will write directly m log a. Using this formula I will write x log of sin x, log of sin x, and right side will be log of y, correct? Till here I don't think any issue. Okay, so now we'll derive this. Now we'll derive this function. Okay, we'll derive this. Okay, so differentiate both sides. Okay, I will derive both sides. Differentiate both sides. Differentiate both sides obviously with respect to x. So if you will see, this is function x into log of sin x, means this will be something u into v. Okay, so I will write one more time here. Okay, so left side will be derivative of x log of sin x and right side will be derivative of log y, correct? So now left side obviously this is two functions, so u into v, correct? Log is a separate function, log of sin x is a function and x is a function, so I will use u into v formula. And derivative of u into v formula you know, correct? What is the formula for u into v? U into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u, correct? This is the formula, simple. Okay, so here also x into derivative of second function means derivative of log of sin x. You can do directly also. Okay, and then now log of sin x as it is and derivative of x u into v, correct? This is left side derivative using this formula, and right side is simple log y derivative. So log derivative is 1 upon y and y derivative is dy upon dx. Now just simplify this. Okay, so derivative of log of sin x will be In left side, if I will simplify again, I will be using different color so that you can recognize easily. X and derivative of this term, I am solving this term. Derivative of log of sin x. So derivative of log of sin x will be first. Log of sin x derivative is using chain rule 1 upon sin x, and sin x derivative will be cos x, plus log of sin x and derivative of x with respect to x is 1, so no need to write, okay. And right side is 1 upon y dy upon dx, okay. And now we have to find dy upon dx, because we have to find the derivative of this now. This is nothing but y, this is nothing but y, so we have to find dy upon dx, okay. So this y I will send this side, okay. So I will simplify here also. Cos x upon sin x I will write as cot x, okay. So I will write x cot x. So one more step I am writing. So this term I am writing in left side, okay. This I am writing in left side. 1 upon y dy upon dx, 1 upon y dy upon dx, and left side term I am writing in right side. So this is x, cos upon sin will be cot, so I am writing x cot x, okay, and plus this is nothing but log of sin x, so log of sin x, this is cot, okay. And now we have to find dy upon dx. So this y I will send right side, so this will go y into x cot x plus log of sin x. And now this y we took, so y I will replace with this sin x to the power x, because this was intermediate constant we took, intermediate variable. So y I will replace with sin x to the power x. So I am replacing here, you will do in next step. I am writing here only sin x to the power x, okay. So this is our dy upon dx, means derivative of this, derivative of sin x to the power x, okay. So this also you can write as derivative of y I will replace with sin x to the power x. So ultimately this first term derivative be found, okay. So first term derivative be found, this term derivative be found. Now we are going to do this derivative of sin inverse root x. This is comparatively easy, okay. This we will do directly, okay. So I am doing here derivative of sin inverse root x, okay. So we have to do derivative of sin inverse root x. So here we'll use the chain rule directly, okay. Here we'll use the chain rule directly, okay. So sin inverse, this is, if I will treat this as x, then sin inverse x derivative. What is the derivative of sin inverse x? We discussed in previous questions also. Derivative of sin inverse x is nothing but 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. So this is not x, this is root x. So instead of x I will write as root x. So 1 divided by a square root of 1 minus x square, but this is not x, this is root x. So instead of x I will write root x. So root x, and then second function is root x. So root x derivative is 1 upon 2 root x. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So now if I will simplify, then this is 1 upon 2 root x, and this will become a square root of 1 minus a square root x square will be x. So square root of 1 minus x, correct. So or this I can write as, since both are in a square root, so I can write like this, 2 a square root of x into 1 minus x. Since both are in a square root only, so I can write in only one square. Like I can write now 1 upon root a into 1 upon root b as 1 upon root ab, correct. So in the same way I can write like that, okay. So this we got derivative of this. Now we got the derivative both, one here, one here. So now ultimately just we have to add, okay. So I am writing here only, you will write in the next step, okay. So I am writing here only. So derivative of sin, this sin x to the power x is sin x to the power x, you will write carefully, okay. sine x to the power x, in bracket I will write x cot x, this is cot x cot x plus log of sin x, x cot x plus log of sin x plus the second term derivative is 1 upon 2 square root of x into 1 minus x. So just I will write as it is, and that will be our answer, 1 upon 2 square root of x into 1 minus x. Okay, so this will be our answer. We have to find the derivative of this term. So just what we did, we found that this term separately, because if we will do simultaneously then it will be lengthy. Okay, so first we did for this, because both way of finding the differentiation is different. Okay, here we use the log. So log, using log we solved this, we simplified, and we got the result here. Okay, and here we use the chain rule directly. Okay, here we use the chain rule directly. Okay, so I hope you are understanding, and whatever the formula we are using in this type of questions, you have to remember these formulas also. Okay.